Hi, everyone. It's Action Hour. I'm Lindsey Baker. We're here at a special time because I have some special guests with me today. Two of the team members, activists that work with food healers, part of climatehealers.org. Dr. Sailesh Rao founded the organization, of course. And we're going to jump right in with his intro video so you can see what we're talking about. Nice. Wow, that is so incredible. And the concept behind it, everyone has the right to wholesome food, every individual. I love that. Welcome, ladies. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. And thank you for what you do. Chef Annie V, we want to hear all about your rainbow stew and so many things. Where should we start? How did this all begin? Who would like to take that? Maybe one wants to and then the other. How did this all get started?
Well, I was invited by Sarah to participate in a meeting of the planning of food healers. So Sarah, if you want to take from here, and then I can continue after about the stew.
Awesome. Thanks, Annie. Chef Annie V. So Food Healers is an all-volunteer organization. And it actually started with Dr. Sailesh Rao's granddaughter, Kamaya. And Kamaya and Dr. Rao made some stew. And they decided they wanted to feed people. And it's called Unity Stew. And it's amazing. And we decided that it's going to be served to anyone, because 1 out of 4 people are food insecure. And that's growing by the day. So this Thursday, we are going to have a very big press conference in Los Angeles at City Hall. It's going to be February 17th at noon. We'll be having it on Zoom as well. So if you can't make it down to City Hall, we'll be setting up around 10:30 in the morning on Thursday. And then after that, on Saturday, we'll be having our next Food Healers event in Pan Pacific Park from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And Molly Baszler is running for City Council, and she will be there also serving stew. And the whole idea is that it's for everyone. So anybody and everyone that wants to have a free plant-based stew. That's the idea. And it's approved by doctors. And like I said, the idea was Kamaya. And it's...
So this is the Food Healers tent, and this is the Food Healers initiative. The idea here is to ensure that healthy, nutritious food is freely available to every human being on the planet. That's our goal. That's the mission of Food Healers. And the way we are doing it is to start giving out stew. We call it the rainbow stew. It's got all the vegetables, all the grains you'll possibly need, and we even take a vitamin B12 and powder it and put it on top. So there should be no other nutrition you need besides eating that stew. And we want to give that away at this tent in this location once a week to start with. And then make it once a day. And then go to every district in Los Angeles. And then go to every zip code in Los Angeles. And when we get to every zip code every day in Los Angeles, you have addressed hunger in Los Angeles. I say that at that point I can say, from an engineering perspective, we have healthy nutrition available to everybody in Los Angeles at that time. Okay? So that's our goal. And we are starting now. here in Westwood in Los Angeles, and you can see all the tents of people who are on the park. And basically, people have no homes because they have been, they have been priced out of the housing market. And that's the unfortunate situation that we are in right now. The entire system is crumbling in front of our eyes. So we need to build a new system based on health, based on well-being, based on kindness, based on compassion, for all beings. So when we do that, then you have something solid to build on. Because as I say, you cannot heal the planet if you haven't healed human beings to start with. Because human beings are the foundation of healing the planet. So we need to get healthy, and then we can work on regenerating the planet, bringing back all the ecosystems that we cut, and reversing climate change. And we have to do it from the ground up, because this.
Sorry, that was a little technical error there. I didn't mean to hit that clip so soon, Sarah, but I think he eloquently explained how that all works. One of the questions that comes up to me is, where do you get the food from? Where does it come in through donations? Maybe Chef Annie, you can address that one. I'm going to take you off.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
So before we make the stew, we visit farmers markets. And the one we've been going to is in Santa Monica. And these farmers know us already. We've been getting donations from them for a while now. So, and then also, we try to promote them on our website. So we get fresh produce, we get greens, we get the potatoes, whatever seasonal, to tomatoes. It just, like Dr. Rao said, it's a rainbow. So it's donated to us. It's free.
It looks so beautiful and delicious. I would love to try it. Is it difficult to make, Sarah?
Well, it does take a long time to cut up all the vegetables. So what we do is we go to the farmers market on Saturday. We also go to the farmers market in Beverly Hills as well. We have some farmers there, and we get all organic. And then on Fridays, we meet after the farmers markets on respective days, and we get everything and lay it out. It's so beautiful. And then we chop it all up, and then we cook it. So it goes really from stove to stomach. And
Wow.
It's just amazing how beautiful and how healthy. It has all the nutrients, all the nutritional things that you need. And it's healthy for you, healing. And the whole goal is by November 19th, that's Kamaya's birthday, that every zip code in Los Angeles will be having free plant-based stew to anybody. And that's the goal.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge.
That's what the conference is about on Thursday. Dr. Rao will be there. He's coming in from Arizona. Jamin's coming in from Washington. He'll be dressed as Darth Vader. And it's going to be just really great because everybody deserves to have free food, to be having nourished. It's a basic human right. So if somebody asks us a question of why are you giving away free food, it's like, well, it's a basic human right. And a lot of people just don't realize it.
Let me just ask you a question. You have enough people, enough volunteers to cover the entire Los Angeles? So you said within a certain, how is that going to work by Kamaya's birthday? Because isn't that only a few months away, or how far long is that? Did I hear right?
It's only February, so we have until November.
Oh, okay. You have almost a year.
We've already have so many volunteers now, and
wonderful.
We're starting to do the basis. So
wow.
And Chef Annie is a certified vegan chef, and so she can reach out to her community of plant-based chefs. So we just need more people to volunteer and do it in their neighborhood. It's really a community effort.
Now, where would they go if they want to volunteer? We'll put up a link afterwards.
They can go to our website, which is foodhealers.org. We are an all volunteer network. So foodhealers.org. We also have a Facebook page, which is Climate Healers Los Angeles.
Okay. And we'll put links up for both of those. You can see here, I'm on the website here. I'm going to just see if I can click off that and you see.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm having a little bit of clicking. I hope that we're not. Let me see. Can you ladies mute yourselves for the moment? See if it gets rid of it, and then I'll just show this website, and then I'll unmute you. Yeah, so apparently, guys, you can get a good idea what's going on at Climate Healers by checking out, Food Healers, which is part of Climate Healers. And you should certainly check out Climate Healers as well, because there's so much you can learn there. This is the universal stew recipe. I've heard Dr. Rao call it also rainbow stew, because I think it's to feed all. And that's a wonderful concept. I'm going to unmute Chef Annie here. My goodness. Can you unmute yourself, Chef Annie?
Yes, yeah, yes.
Okay. And then just tell us a little bit how food heals, if you would. Talk a little bit about what you do and so forth, and how food heals.
Oh, yes, yes. I'm a wellness educator, first of all, and a nutritional consultant, detoxification specialist, herbalist, and I'm also a chef, plant-based chef. And I'm a creator of Passion for Wellness. So everything I do is for wellness. So this fits really well with me, because the food out there is just has so much oil and so much, additives, that it just doesn't, like, we know that what you eat, it's what you are, right? Hippocrates said it's the food is your medicine. So we have to make our food great and healthy, so we are healthy, our minds are healthy, so we can make good decisions. So this stew, we don't even add any oil. It has different spices. By our choices, we put different spices, but when you eat this stew, it digests easily, and it's plant-based, has all the nutrients that we need to survive and thrive. So basically that. And the recipe's right there. Yeah, it's on the website.
Okay, that's so good to know, because I was going to ask you, I have to tell you, I'm going to just mute for a second here. I have to tell you that I look at that and I'm practically, I don't want to say drooling, that's not an appetizing word, but it makes me, I really want to taste it. It looks so good. I see there's sweet potato in there. It looks like there's all sorts of different green vegetables. There's, all sorts of legumes, and it just looks so wonderful. And then I understand that you also put a nice big scooping of a nutritional yeast to make sure that every single aspect of healthy, vitamin-enriched nourishment is in this food. So thank you for doing that. And I'm going to go ahead and play a little video of both of you here, continuing with what Dr. Rao was talking about. So let's watch this. Oops.
It's called Love All, Feed All. Okay, Love All, Feed All. Kind, nourishing, thriving nourishment for life. That's what we call it. Okay, so we need to nourish our fellow human beings, bring them up, because it's unacceptable what our world leaders said. I mean, there is no way, and I know who signed all who signed the treaty. The 170 nations, I think, signed to continue burning down forests for the next 9 years. That's unacceptable behavior. So I know who signed it. Every one of them are going to hear from us.
And Jamin says he was there with you in Glasgow.
He was there with me in Glasgow, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And we were there when they were messing up like this. They spent £100 million just for security.
Wow.
Okay? They had 10,000 extra policemen, on average about £10,000 per policeman. That's what they spent to secure the premises and secure for the leaders of the world. That's how scared they are of the people.
Wow.
And
we invite anybody on for comment. We would love to hear from them.
Wow, I thought that was a different clip, one of you ladies talking, but that's coming up next, folks. But let's go into the plant-based treaty a little bit here. I'm glad we fell onto that because it's really important. I did not know about the fact that they've agreed in the treaty to burn down all this forest. Can we talk about that? Would either of you like to address that? Chef Annie? No? Okay. Well, I think what he was saying is the leaders of all of these nations are ignoring the fact that food and what we eat is so important, not only to our health, not only to our personal well-being, to the planet and to the future of the planet. And they are ignoring this fact, but Dr. Rao says you guys are going to get it to them, each and every one of them. And that's such an exciting idea. What else can we tell people about this organization? Like, do you want to talk about some of the people that provide the food? You can give them a plug. It's fine.
Well, we really love our farmers. But like I said, we started out in Beverly Hills going to the farmers market and asking for donations. And they were used to giving to really big organizations, but we let them know we're legit, we're making stew, we're giving it away for free, we're not charging, we don't even ask for donations. And so once we, let them know and took pictures, and we even made the stew and we brought some of the stew to Sebastian, who gave us a lot of tomatoes from Balick Farms. And that's one of our main tomato suppliers. We're so thankful to Balick. And we just love how we have these relationships with our farmers because they are local, they are organic, and they're just like you and me. They're just trying to, live that American dream, I guess you could say. But we're just trying to keep food on the table. And we know that, like I said, one out of actually 4 people are food insecure. And so that's just but now it's becoming more. I mean, I was even food insecure, not too long ago. It was just like, I know a lot of people, they think it's, it's not really, we serve it to everybody, not just houseless, not just people at the beach, it's everybody. So that's why Dr. Rao wants to do every zip code. That's our goal. So that's why we're having the press conference.
And it's incredible that, your next door neighbor could be having problems, having enough food and so forth. So it's just, we don't think about it. We don't think about that, but it's really, really incredibly important that we do think about it. And like he said, food can heal the world. So Chef Annie, I'd like you to talk a little bit more. Can you tell us a little bit about, do you work as a consultant? Can people get in touch with you if they want to improve their health, or how do you work with individuals? Can you go into that a little bit?
Yes, they can contact me. I can give you the email passion #4wellness 4 @gmail.com. And I have a menu of things that I provide, so I can send them the menu. And it's basically, I do consultation, I do detox, I make supplements, and also last year that I finished the chef's course certificate with Matthew Kinney, I focused on cheese making, so I'm really enjoying that. And we had a workshop where I taught how to make mozzarella and Parmesan. So I do workshops also, and a private classes.
Do you cater events?
No, I don't do catering, but that's on individual basis, if very small groups. Yeah.
So what would be a group? Like 5,
maybe
10?
like few people. No, not 10. No, I don't focus on that. It's mostly consulting. I'm an educator.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, but I love teaching
know.
about making food. I love teaching how to prepare food. So
that's wonderful.
And especially plant-based is growing, and people want to know how to make things and be healthier.
That's absolutely true, and that's good to know. Okay,
I make it really fun, and everyone's involved. And by the way, the Food Healers event is very fun too. Everybody has fun. We have music, the plant treaty, is there with speakers, and it's a lot of fun. We attract people to come to us to get the free food This time, actually, I'm going to bring my daughter with her friend to volunteer, and they're going to get community service hours for that. So we can do that with kids too.
That's wonderful to get children involved. I want to play another clip. I love the fact you've got the children involved as well. Now we're going to put the link in for those who have not signed the plant-based treaty. We want you guys to go and check it out. This is sort of an addendum to the current climate change treaty that we feel is not covering, as Dr. Rao was just speaking about, it is not protecting the environment. And so this is sort of an addendum, you could say, to it, but it stands on its own. And you need to go read it. You need to sign this if you care about the planet. You care about feeding all the food insecure. And as these ladies were just saying, the problem is growing. It is not shrinking, and we have to do something. Ladies, anything else? We have a couple more, I think one more video of Sarah talking to some people. Let's watch.
You eat something. Why don't you just eat something and feel good? Yeah. Exactly. Oh, wow. It's like, yeah, this is just a basic human right, is to eat healthy, and have it where you don't have to pay, because that's why the price of animals is going up. They're charging so much money. Yeah, let it go, $100,000, I don't care.
But how do you change people's minds?
Yeah, I gotta feed them, and that's how you can nourish them, and then they can make better decisions. Because first you have to show them that it's possible. Because a lot of people say, well, what is vegan? What's plant-based? It's like, well, it's just put a bunch of stuff in a pot and turn it on. It's pretty easy. You don't have to murder, and it's not going to kill you or hurt you.
And all the fields that we use to make food for the animals, if we use it to feed the humans, no hunger in the world, Like 70% of all the fields is using to feed the animals. We can finish like the hunger.
Yes, that's right. 70% of the grain is used to feed animals, which only feed about 18% of the people. Very inefficient system. And we are having some clicks here. Let me just unclick that for a moment. I think, what is the people's reaction when you come up and say, free food, free food? What do they say? Are they suspicious, or what's the initial reaction? I'll give you that one, Sarah. Go ahead. I think you have to unmute yourself.
That's a great question. You have to really make what is unfamiliar familiar. But if we were Subway subs, or if we were any type of major brand, they would be waiting in line, for 2 hours to get free food. So we just have to make it, familiar. What we do is we have a big picture of the stew, the one that you just showed. It's laminated. When you go to a food tent, if you're going to like the vegan food fair and you're at one of those food tents, and they have pictures of all the food that you order, right?
Right.
So show what they can have, and it's free. And we have bamboo bowls, we have the bamboo spoons, we have all biodegradable. We try to do as much zero waste as possible. We urge people to bring their own containers. So if you want to feed your family, you can just bring a huge container and we will fill it up for you. So there's no limit. You can have as much stew as you want. It's just whatever you want. It's the whole premise to this is love all, feed all, right? So we're doing this out of love. It's a basic human right, and there's no strings attached at all. It's just, we're just out there to feed everyone, like Dr. Rao said. It's a basic human right, and that's it's one of the best steps that you can do to help the planet. And it's really healing. And if you want to make the stew, a lot of people were commenting about making the stew, and they really want to know how to make it. And we've got a lot of people now coming to volunteer that make the stew, which is great, and they love it. And
wouldn't it be great if there became a national? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, but wouldn't it be great if they had a national rainbow stew every year, and everybody makes it on that day? Wouldn't that be amazing?
Well, that's what it is. It's going to be November 19th, Kamaya's birthday, and that's going to be everybody in every zip code. That's the goal, is getting free food. So this is spreading because actually it started out in one of our friends, Hemmel, who's in London. He was giving out free food. However, nobody was coming to this table. And then he put up a sign that said, "Love all, feed all." And people started coming up. And it's just like anybody coming up to get it. And it just picked up. And the people in India are doing it through another app. And it's just amazing what's happening right now, because there's so many people feeding, but they're not feeding plant-based.
Right.
They're giving them this really gross stuff in boxes, and it's just doing this business as usual. And that's not really helping. That's not solving
That's right.
anything.
It's not, what you're doing is solving the problem and showing them how to eat and solve the problem at the same time as feed them. We have one more.
And they're free. Love all, feed all. The food healers are here to feed everyone. That's right. Check out the plant-based treaty as well. Endorse it. Together, united, unity. All brothers and sisters deserve to have food, and we're out here giving free food today. Love all, feed all. Free plant-based stew bowls, organic from the farmer's market, made with love. Come get it.
And that's, of course, Cesar Acevedo, one of our wonderful contributors who has a big voice in several different events going on in different movements, protests, etc., covering them. So ladies, we are down to the end. I want to give you each an opportunity to speak about anything you didn't have a chance to cover. So who would like to go first? I have to unmute you. Sarah, you want to go first?
I really want to give a shout out to Chef Andy V, because I don't usually like to cook. She did this cheese class, and she has these cheese mixes that you can buy from her, and they're not expensive at all. They're very affordable, and it goes a long way. And so I've been making like cheesy rice, cheesy noodles, all this stuff, and I've been, making them for other people. And all you have to do is take the mix and mix it with plant milk. I've been doing it with oat milk or soy milk. And it just makes, and you just whisk it, and it just magically makes this most amazing cheese ever. And Annie made that. She created that. And so hopefully she's going to start selling it in stores. But I even texted her the other day. I'm like, I need some more cheese mix. I mean, it's like so addicting. It's so good. But I want her to show you that mozzarella tray that she made. But she and the thing is that her recipes are really easy. And that's really important for people. They don't want to go through 25 steps. I mean, I don't. I mean, her steps are like 2 or 3, and that's it. And it's made. It's just like, I love it. Passion for wellness to me means that. Like, she's got a passion for wellness, and these things are healthy for you, and they're easy also to make. So thank you.
Chef Andy, what would you like to add?
Oh, thank you so much, Sarah, for acknowledging me. And I'm in the process of writing my books. Actually, I was editing today to, there's a lot of different drafts I'm doing. So good recipes are coming out. And also, these products, I'm a creator. I love to create, the process of creating. So I just put together these things that make people want to use it in their recipes, and they're very easy. For example, like I have this broth mix. So this can be mixed in any soups, and anything that you want to make it tasty. And it has it's not, doesn't expire that fast also. So yeah, I make the cheeses, I make different mixes, the nacho cheese mix. So you just make, people love to make their own stuff too. So they just take that, mix it with other things, and they can make their own stuff too. So I don't want it to be like, just buy it from me. No, let you make it yourself, and here's something to make it great.
Oh, that's so nice. The way you put that, I like that so much.
So
well, ladies,
yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
The creativity is not just from me, but I want other people to have creativity themselves too.
That's well said. Let's play that intro movie again for people just coming on, and tell them once again how they can reach you before we end. can end on that. The message is go plant-based, everyone, for everyone's benefit, not just yours, but the environment, children, the future. Thank you so much, ladies, for being on today. And please come on again and update us on how your campaign's going. Take care now, everyone. Bye-bye.
Foodhealers.org and sign up to be a volunteer.
Yeah, we'll put those links at the top of the broadcast immediately after.
Well,
Bye.
Lindsey.